Hey everybody, Ramsey here. Wanted to do a tag video. This was kind of an eclectic one Steve Donahue did, and I just thought it would be a lot of fun to do. Some of the questions I had good answers for, so I'm really excited to share my answers with you guys. Not all of it's about books, some is, but this is more like just a get to know you kind of tag, but it's a lot of fun. So this is going to be the 20 questions tag, originally created by Steve Donahue. I will link his video down below. So question one, what is the most famous place that's near to you and how far away from it do you live? So I live outside of Atlanta, and most people I think have heard of Atlanta. When we visited Europe, we did London and France. When we would tell people we were from Georgia, they would say, oh, is that near Savannah? Savannah's, I think, about 4 hours from me. So if that's the most famous place that Europeans know about. But one of my favorite places is Stone Mountain, which is a giant rock. It's really cool to hike there, and it's about an hour and a half from me. So I would probably say Atlanta's probably the most famous place, and it's about an hour from me. Number two, have you ever had a paper cut so bad that you thought you would die? No, I don't even really think I've had a lot of paper cuts. Now, I do work with a razor knife fairly often, so I've had some pretty bad razor blade cuts, and I think those would definitely be better than a paper cut. But I know some people act like paper cuts are really, really bad. I've never had like problems with them. Maybe it's because I don't work in an office. But no, I've never had a paper cut that was really bad at all. Question three, have you ever found anything genuinely valuable in a used book at a bookstore? No, I haven't found anything genuinely valuable. I found some really cool things that people have used as bookmarks. I, at one point, was putting $5 in a book, and so that would be valuable if someone found something that I had put in. I found some notes, like personal notes, things like that. A flower one time, like a dried pressed flower. That was kind of cool, but nothing of any real like monetary value. All right, question four is kind of weird. Have you ever met or married Jacques Barzun? I don't even know who that is, Steve. I'm sorry. I cannot answer that answer at all. Question five. Aside from your pets, what is a specific non-human animal that you see most often? We live kind of in the country, so cows are probably the most often seen non-pet animal. And then right after that's probably horses. There's a lot of horses out here near where I live. My daughter is a huge fan of horses, and I like them as well. So I like seeing horses more than I like seeing cows. I would say cows are probably the non-pet animal I see the most around me. Question six, have you ever been to a cathedral? And if more than one, what is your favorite? We went to a few cathedrals in London. We only went to the Notre Dame and saw the outside of it. So I never actually went inside that one. But the Westminster Abbey, I don't know if it's considered a cathedral or not, but it's beautiful. It's amazing. We went in there. And St. Paul's Cathedral also is very, very nice and very beautiful. We went inside there. I would say St. Paul's is probably the nicer of the two of those. And then it was neat to see Notre Dame before it caught on fire. But those are the only ones I've seen in person. Question seven is, have you actually ever seen or heard anything while being delirious? I think that's how he phrased seeing anything. Have you ever been actually seeing and or hearing things delirious? When I was working nights, I was trying to date this girl. I was probably 18, 19 years old. And I didn't sleep for like 2.5 days. Very, very stupid. Shouldn't do it. But I was driving home middle of the day. There was nothing in the way. And I thought a tree was a UPS van. And I like slammed on my brakes in the middle of the road. Luckily, it was like 10 o'clock and there was nobody on the road with me. But I was like, I have to go home right now and go to sleep. So if that counts. Question eight is, do you have any blood relatives who read for pleasure? Yes, all of my extended family, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my other brother, he's doing Audible a lot lately. My wife, my children, most of the people I know enjoy reading. We don't all read the same things, but we all do enjoy reading. Okay, this is a animal lover thing that I do not participate in. Question nine is, have you ever kissed an animal on the lips? Right, that's how he phrased it. How many species have you smooched smack dab on the lips? None. If I have a dog that wants to lick me, they do not lick my face. I do not like that. I am not a fan of that. I know some people do. If that's your thing, go for it. But I find that disgusting, personally. Question 10. Do you listen to the radio in any favorite program or person? I do listen to the radio. Mostly I do audiobooks in the car, but there's a local radio station here. It's like a talk radio station, and they do a guy named Mark Aram. If you're in and around Atlanta, he does like kind of a variety show, and like on Mondays they would do like favorite movie Mondays and a bunch of other stuff, and I just really enjoyed it. And then local to Atlanta, I think he's syndicated in a bunch of other places, but Clark Howard, his like money deals and stuff. I really enjoyed listening to him as well. Question 11. Have you ever been to the Eiffel Tower, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, or the Louvre? I have stepped foot in the Louvre, but we decided to go to Notre Dame instead. It was like a combo. We were on a tour, so went from London, took the bullet train across the Channel, and had lunch at the first story of the Eiffel Tower. It's like 58 stories up. I actually have my ticket still. That's the 58 Eiffel. It's 58 meters up, and that was our lunch ticket. And I keep it in my wallet because I thought it was really cool that we got to eat lunch at the Eiffel Tower. And then, but yeah, so I have been up to the second level of the Eiffel Tower. I did not feel like walking all the way up to the third because that's a heck of a lot of steps. Question 12. What little thing do you miss the most that you've lost due to the pandemic? I would probably say talking to people like face to face and feeling comfortable doing it. I know a lot of times, it'd be nice like after church just to stand around and kind of talk to people and feel comfortable being in a close space talking, not worrying about getting sick, getting together with friends and go and have dinner or, something like that. Where you just like stood around and talked to one another. Now it feels like, like, hey, you stay over there. I do kind of miss that camaraderie of just standing and talking. What little thing do you miss the least because of the pandemic? I'm considered essential as a worker, so I haven't been one of those lucky people that gets to stay home. I don't really have a good answer on that one. I didn't lose anything that I wanted. I didn't care about losing, I guess would be the answer. Number 14 is, what is your relationship with small talk? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Do you avoid it like the plague? He wrote, hate it like acid, or love it, or merely competent. I actually like small talk. Like, I'm one of those people that when I'm around somebody, I'll start asking people questions, and I'm pretty good at starting conversations. I think I'm pretty good at making people feel comfortable in situations. So I would say I kind of like small talk. I mean, I wouldn't say I like love it. I don't seek it out all the time, but it doesn't bother me to try to start a conversation with somebody, and yeah, I don't mind it. Question 15 is, have you ever won any money at gambling? Not really. Every time I bought a lottery ticket, I haven't made a lot of money. And every time I've gambled, I've lost that money. So, no, that would be my answer, no. Question 16 is, do you ever give money or time to charities? Yes, we sponsor a young man through Compassion International. He's over in Kenya. We really enjoy doing that as a family. We write him letters, and we really enjoy doing that, learning about his life in Africa. Donate to the church quite a bit. Volunteer time there. They have a food kitchen, or like you can go there and get supplies and stuff. And we volunteer. Me and my son have actually done some volunteering there around Thanksgiving. And also there's a homeless bridge ministry that before COVID, we would go and feed people breakfast. And it was kind of like under a bridge in the town that we live in. And that was always fun. We'd go and do that. Me and my son would wake up early and go help feed people. I like charity a lot. I think it's something that makes you a better person. Question 17 is, do you craft? Pottery. What he has listed here is pottery, knitting, crocheting, woodworking. I do a little bit of woodworking. I enjoy doing that, but I don't make enough time for it. I'm planning to start a garden this year, so hopefully that will be, I don't know if that's considered crafting, but it's hobbying, I guess. Question 18, do you talk to yourself when you're alone? All the time. I don't answer myself, so I'm definitely not crazy. Question 19, were you or are you a social queen bee in college? No, I didn't go to college, but I did go to a trade school, and generally I got there, did my work, went home. I didn't really socialize a lot while I was there. Question 20, are you a sunrise or a sunset person? I think sunsets are prettier, And if I can ever get myself out of bed, I enjoy watching sunrises, but I'm not the best morning person in the world, so sunsets are definitely more my style. And so that is the end of that tag. I'm going to tag a couple people who I don't tag very often. Let's do Very Literary Carrie, Brad Proctor, and I'm thinking I'm saying his name right, Liv Romer. He's doing a really cool series on all the Discworld novels. Um, I'd love to tag those three people and see if they don't mind doing this tag. And that will be all for me. You guys have a wonderful day and talk to you later. Bye.